Hey, I'm Crystal, and today I'm so stoked because I'm going to be listening to the Beatles' Abbey Road album for the very first time. So far, this journey has been filled with so much amazing, wonderful music. I can't wait to just delve into some more. And stay tuned with me after this listening because I do have an update for you guys on how my week went listening to the Sgt. Pepper's album. A few things that changed.
Just a general briefing for you.
Okay, we're gonna start off with song number 1, Come Together, lead vocals, Lennon. Right away, what do we get? It's intriguing, yet it's haunting, but in a way where our curiosity is provoked. We get that it's minor, and that guitar riff. Such a fascinating guitar riff. Adds to me being lured into the world of this song. That Shoot Me is very percussive, it's like more emphasis on the consonants than the vowels, so it feels like it becomes part of the instrumentation, even though vocalized. The vocal delivery of the verse is very staccato. It's so choppy that when he starts getting a little bit more legato and starts smoothing it out, it becomes obvious. Do what it please. It's almost like every note is being hit like a drum. Got to be. That makes the delivery all the more powerful because it is intentional. One thing I can tell. There we are let up off of all the rest of the instrumentation except for a drum keeping time. So when that guitar comes back in on Come Together, it feels like this call to action and all of the instruments assemble and everyone gears together as if they're like the Avengers of music. It's so beautiful. This is a minor key, but hold on, So this song is actually set in my favorite key. D minor
Is my absolute favorite key.
So the fact that this song is in D minor just... The way the drum rolls like an animal, like a predator in the night. And the message to come together is beautiful and wonderful and actually extremely positive. So it's a very interesting approach to use this minor key song that's very eerie and haunting and suspicious and make it about something so positive and heartwarming. And I've heard this song before when I was younger. Song number 2, Something, lead vocals, Harrison. I took a look at the picture of the album and I believe Harrison is wearing a denim jacket. So for every Harrison lead vocal song, I will be wearing my denim jacket. I have heard this one before. I heard it like last year. A beautiful sunset on the beach. When the song is on, Earth is great. I want to specifically go into the section where it says, I don't want to leave right now. No, 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 no. You know I believe in how. That instrumental line right there that takes us to the next line. So transformative, this elevator, this mode of transportation that leads us into, you know I believe in how, and places us so softly on top of that line. And then that moment right there, just every single one of your heartstrings will be played and pulled. There, dun, 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 that walk down, chills. Something gives you something. I think the name of the song is Something because it gives you a feeling that the word for it hasn't been invented yet. So all we have is just
Something.
You're asking me, will
another huge explosive moment because it's like we're transported to the next section, which does exist in a different key. But the crazy thing about it is that it doesn't change from a major key to a minor key moment. We started off with a major key and then we're transported to another major key, but a different one. And it's like this huge volcanic eruption. They're able to take us there, and for it to not feel like a disruption, for it to not feel uncomfortable or like something glitched. No, it feels like we were propelled very methodically. It worked and it was seamless. And the harmonies that are just soaring atop everything, just adding so much dimension. And they carried out that harmony and made it so loud. It is so forefront. I think I need my heart rate to come back to earth. Song number 3, Maxwell Silverhammer, lead vocals, McCartney. So we're gonna ditch the denim.
Joan was quizzical, and Maxwell Silver plays the fool again. He creeps up from behind a silver was dead.
He doesn't stop. At first, I was like, oh, another very cute song. Create a playlist in my mind. When I'm 64, Martha, my dear, Maxwell Silverhammer.
No, wrong, incorrect, false.
Bait and switched it on me. There is some irony in this because it was meant to come off like this really fun, cute song, and there are moments where it's beautiful. I would think that intensity was speaking to the love in someone's heart, but maybe that same passion exists within this person who might be just mentally disturbed and might have strong feelings about his silver hammer. And I love the whole journey of the song. I love that they go to court and there's a judge and things aren't going his way because
obviously
Maxwell does what he does best and puts his fate in his own hands. Yeah, that first one, I was sucker punched. Definitely blindsided me. I did not see that coming. I didn't. Funny, very dark humor. Número 4. I have decided from now on, we don't do number 4, it's número 4, which is Oh Darling, lead vocals, McCartney. I think I've heard a million covers of this song, and I never knew it originated with the Beatles.
Shame on me.
Oh, darling, no harm when I tell you I'll never do. Oh, darling, we can love you. Darling,
Oh,
make it alone. Believe me, darling.
unmatched. Talent, level, the taste, the musicianship, the artistry, just chills after breathless moments after more chill. McCartney's voice, the way he's able to play with his tone, he has full control over this. This is an instrument, this is his instrument. He's able to go from those moments of just really growling and screaming and belting out from that soulful place and then flip back over to a regular register. That run just had no idea McCartney was capable of that rasp and controlling such a rough sound. And then the instrumentation, and we haven't even touched on the backing vocals of this one. It sounds like there's a whole heavenly body singing along with him. We can feel that intensity, the dynamics start to increase. There's a crescendo. It's like it's all balling up and building up into this big grand thing. You have the piano going, you got the drums, and you have the guitar. Number 5, Octopus's Garden, lead vocals, Star. All right. We're switching things up a little bit, changing gear.
Under the sea, he lays octopus's garden. I'd ask my friend, I'd like to be an octopus's garden. Beating our heads around under the sea in the shade. We would shout lies beneath the way, and they'll say, with you, Scott, with you.
So hypnotic about the chord changes in this song. And I love the little backing vocals, the ooh, ooh. One of the first things that got me was this shift right here.
I'd ask my friend.
And then we have that little walk down.
Come and see.
The little oohs right there on the top are so compelling. Okay, so I found the chord, E major, and it starts on the 1, and then down to the 6th. Then you got the 4th, 5th. That progression right there is so beautiful. That right there is a playground. I never knew I would love a song called Octopus's Garden. All right, we're off to number 6. I Want You, parentheses, She's So Heavy. Lead vocals, Lennon. Us another D minor song, and so addictive. Every second, every moment of that song felt like we were sinking deeper into the depths of the ocean, into the parts of space that have never been seen, never been known. Eerie excitement, so indulgent. It's electrifying. Right at the end, we have this buildup of distortion that just keeps creating this cloud that gets foggy and foggier. There's so much conflict going on right there at the beginning, 2 lines, but they also complement each other. When the voice comes in, the guitar comes in, and they're both writing the same melody together. An interesting thing that John did when he voiced that line is I feel like it's easy to think that perhaps the guitar is mimicking the voice, but I think it's the other way around. I want you. That's just a touch of rasp. He lets it tail off, lets the tail end drift off and have this wavy bounce the same way that the guitar does. That was delivered like with a punched, raspy growl. We're moving on to side 2. Our first song is Here Comes the Sun, lead vocals, Harrison. So, get the denim back out. You know, it feels like that happy day finally arrived that they had been dreaming of and hoping for back in the Blackbird song. And at the same time, it feels like this great orchestra was just unleashed. This song starts off at this very innocent break of day, the morning has just begun place. Word electronic sound going. I feel like it blends together this world of classical, acoustic, simple with this futuristic ideal. It's alright. That harmony there just gets me right away. Here comes the sun, I say, it's alright. I love how we're led down into the clash. We can hear the melodic line being played out simultaneously with the vocals and with the electronic feel and the instrumentation. And something really interesting happens. It almost like distorts or it like bobbles a bit. This like bouncy, like wah wah wah. There's like a little bit of loose wiggle room, like a little bounce back and forth, a little play in that melody. Every sound is carried out, is so beautiful and careful. Number 2 on side 2, we got Because. Lead vocals Lennon, McCartney, and Harrison. So I get to keep the denim. So much happened there. So at the beginning, I was getting this sense that it reminded me of perhaps a piece that would belong in the Romantic era. And then as the song continued, it went through this whole evolution and revolution. I feel like I got taken all the way around the sun with this song. It felt ethereal. And then I went back to the idea of it sounding like it could be a piece that belonged in the Romantic era. I think that this was intentional. I think because this added to the idea that they are romanticizing life. The lyrics are quite simple. Because the sky is blue, because the earth is round, there is beauty in the simplicity of our everyday lives that are things that sometimes we just take for granted. The freeness in the instrumentation, the way it just keeps building, but it keeps this easy flow. It's that expressiveness mixed with the fact that it's in a minor and it's arpeggiated. I feel that I am transcending. I feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. That harmony right there, that because the whole line of their harmonies are just so genius, so involved, so wrapped up tightly, so beautifully strung out. But then that harmony just goes off and has its own journey. Love it. You already know I'm gonna be obsessed with that for ever. I love that there's a deeper concentration in the song and the instrumentation, like that guitar feels like it has a bit more prominence than the voices. The production of this song is so insane. My mind is blown. Off to number 3. You Never Give Me Your Money. Lead vocals, McCartney, okay, ditching the denim. absolutely love every time they incorporate the little twinkle of the chime. I'm also to the point now where the eeriness of the tape loops is actually really soothing and comforting for me. And that piano right at the beginning, that gives me very Elton John. It's really interesting to see all the different artists that have drawn so much inspiration from the Beatles build all these different musical realms, and this was just yet another one. Heartbreaking melodic line in the piano.
Give me your funny paper.
Is he saying that someone paid him with fake dollars or someone wrote a fraudulent check? How the harmonies are really mixed in, and I feel like these are pulled a little bit more back in the mixing, like they're a little softer, as opposed to where sometimes they come out a little more forefront, a little more bam in your face. This is more like fused into the backing.
Middle of investigation, I pray.
Exciting, all the instruments start to really stand proudly.
Magic feeling, nowhere to go, nowhere.
Número 4 on side 2 is Sun King. Lead vocals, Lennon with McCartney and Harrison. Singing in Portuguese, that was really soothing. It felt like the major version of Because, heavy emphasis on the instrumentation, on each instrument, and then the vocals came in and they were almost super light and well mixed in and fluttered with tons of insane harmonies. Ah, that's introduced is around 51, 52. So smooth, silky, velvety. So heavy in, but also delightful with all the percussion that goes on. Tiny bit tropical. Next, we got Mean Mr. Mustard, lead vocals, Lennon.
Takes him out to look at the Queen. Daddy, old man.
The first thing I got right away is, yes, this is a major key, and I loved that Mean Mr. Mustard was placed right after Sun King, which was also in a major, which just shows their brilliance in what they can do with major keys. These sounded like completely different universes. There were lines in there that made me think, is this man in poverty? He sleeps in a hole in the road. I like that they do these fun story-like songs. That's a really fun rhythm to jump into the song, kind of playful drum. It has this discombobulated feel to it. And I really love how the voice line is kind of playing with the instrument line also. Next up, we've got Polythene. Polythene?
Could be mispronouncing that, I don't know.
Polythene Pam, Lennon. Pam? Wasn't that the name of Mean Mr. Mustard's sister?
His sister Pam.
Getting the sibling perspective. get that she's powerfully beautiful. And we have a really cool, distorted, kind of muffled sound coming from the back of the room is how it seems like it's mixed. It's not mixed very piercing and prominent. It's mixed a little bit restrained. This one feels like it's kind of racing a little bit, where the guitar has its own solo moment and the drums and everything else provides a bass so that it can shine on top of it. And I really liked it. We're at number 7. She came in through the bathroom window. Lead vocals, McCartney.
She came in through the bathroom window, get by a silver spoon, by the banks of her own lagoon. Didn't anybody Sundays on the phone to Monday, listen to me in a dancer. I know she thought I knew the answer, not say. And so I quit the police department job. I know she knew, but she could not rob.
Provided us with yet another beautiful vocal, kept a good flow. It seemed like the format was ABBEY, where you could say it was verse, chorus, but the chorus completely contrasted with the verse in such a way where it just felt like a completely new section.
On her own lagoon, didn't anybody been a dancer?
We're back at A again. There's an easy 4/4 time signature to follow along with, bop along. Intricate wordplay that I thought was really fun. Sundays on the phone to Monday, Tuesdays on the phone to me.
I knew the answer.
Such a great melody, makes me love it so much, is the switch of the register on knew the answer. Very bright and loose falsetto. Moving right along to Golden Slumbers, lead vocals, McCartney yet again.
One stool's away to get back homeward. To get back home, and I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers away. Get back homeward. One stool's away. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. A lullaby.
Wow, I could keep that song going on forever and ever and ever. It gives really big band orchestra. I can yet again hear a little bit of where Elton John might pull some inspiration from the Beatles in this song. I even heard a little bit of Queen in there. It starts off with my soul being tugged by the piano.
Wants to get back homeward.
And as soon as the first note of the strings comes in, I knew I was hooked.
I was a goner.
McCartney's vocals in this song are so beautiful. This is my favorite of his vocal moments.
Subject to change, so don't kill me.
Here, we're just able to hear his total vocal control, his breath control, and how he can maneuver his tone. It's delivered different, correct placement, and just have all of these wheels spinning at the same. Really got a handle over his growls, over the rasp that he can throw into his belt.
Sleep, pretty darling, do not.
But then he can deliver "Sleep, pretty darling" so easily and bare, so clean. That passage right there that the strings took us on, unreal. Third to last song, number 9 on side 2, Carry That Weight, lead vocals McCartney with Lennon, Harrison, and Starr.
What do you know? The entire Beatles.
You're gonna take a long time. A long time. Only send you my invitations, celebrations. I break down. Carry my
this one felt like it was more ABA. One of the things that hit me right away was the change in dynamics. We start off really bombastic with a forte, it's loud, it's present. When we get into the B section, the dynamics kind of decrescendo a bit. The horns came in. Chew and digest, a beautiful guitar. They move forward with this very powerful crowd-like ambiance, and it's probably because of the fact that there's all four of them in this song. We are so connected with them when they all sing together. 10 on side 2 is The End, which isn't really the end. Lead vocals, McCartney.
And in the end,
another blast of happiness, and they have this drum solo moment at the very beginning of the song. So we have that steady tambourine going. It acts like a cheerleader. It provides so much musical support. And here we find Whole Brand New World.
the love you take.
And every time a new instrument is reintroduced back into the song, it's like a whole new sound that we're just getting introduced to for the first time. Now we're finally at the end. We're at the very last song, which is only 23 seconds long. It's called Her Majesty, and the lead vocals are McCartney.
Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she doesn't have a lover a lot. But I gotta get a belly full of wine. I'm gonna make her mine, oh yeah. Someday I'm gonna make her mine.
Well, that was really sweet. Acoustic, only the guitar and the vocal. This empty, free, exposed sound. A fully jam-packed 23 seconds. I feel like they fit as many words possible as they could. It had a quicker pace. They made the most of the 23 seconds. That is the end of the album. I really, really loved Abbey Road. I can see why so many people have been singing its praises. I listened to the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band for the first time with you guys. I filmed it, and that was on Monday, September 13th. I think the video went up a little after, but I filmed it on Monday, and that's when I started listening to the album. And I ended that following Sunday on September 19th. I listened to the album every time I drove alone, anytime I was doing chores, getting ready to go back to bed, or just any time throughout the day where I could just plug the headphones in and turn the volume down and do other things, or times where I could just sit down and really focus on the music, passively and actively. And then the order switches up. First day, Monday, I tried to force myself to listen to the whole thing all the way through, over and over and over again, in order. Day 2, I listened to the album backwards, so I start with the very last song and then I work my way to the first song. Third day, I listen to each song 3 times each. Start at the first song, listen to it 3 times, then I move on to the second song, listen to it 3 times, third song 3 times, so on and so forth. By the 4th day, I do whatever order I want. I'll play the song that's been in my head. Normally I'll have 1 or 2 songs stuck in my head when I go to bed, so when I wake up I'll just go immediately to that song. But I try to, by the end of the day, have listened to everything. So being for the benefit of Mr. Kite, it grew on me so much that it's actually one of my favorite songs right now. It's really one of my favorite songs from the Sgt. Pepper's album. It still is. I think that I repeated this one the most out of any song that I played. I just really like the element of the upside down, dark, mysterious circus. I thought it was so fun. And one of my favorite parts was the waltz section, starting about a minute in. Then when they come back into the verse around 1:30, it feels like they're slowing down as if they're moving through jello. Getting Better. One of the aspects that made me excited to listen to Getting Better every time was, I think it's the 4th line in the chorus, the melody. It kind of steps downward. It starts off with whole steps and then there's a half step in there, but then at the end on it's getting better, when it goes to better, there's a full third as opposed to just a step down. That was just that little element of spice that just made that line really interesting for me. Then Lovely Rita. This song, honestly, it barely stood out to me for the first 2 days of listening to this album. So that many times that I repeated it, it kind of went under my radar. But then around the third day, I noticed the ah at the beginning and how that was really inviting. I started getting really excited about the song. Then when I was driving, I noticed I got really excited whenever that song came on. Oh, by the way, and I do want to mention that when I'm driving, I am not controlling the order. I'm just hitting the play button and letting the album play as is. So no matter where I'm at in the week, it's gonna play in order. There was no skips on Sgt. Pepper's for me, honestly. So I'm not sure what day I'm going to be done editing all this, but I want to let you know I am filming this on Sunday, September 26th, which is my last day of listening to the Magical Mystery Tour. So I will have to update you and inform you all about how my week went with this
On my next video.
and tomorrow starts my next album, which is the White Album. I'm thrilled about because I absolutely loved that album. The fact that there's 30 songs is so cool because it gives me so many songs to listen to over the week. There's no possibility of getting bored. There's never a possibility of getting bored, even when I get to the Yellow Submarine week, which is only 6 songs. I'm not gonna get bored of those 6 songs, but it is literally impossible to get bored of 30 songs by anyone. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching all the way to the end of this video, I'm grateful for all of the support, the comments.
Keep telling me things.
Next is the Let It Be album. I'll see you guys next time. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Unless it's nighttime for you, then sweet dreams. Bye.